FM.
This is Urban Life.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an air. We ordered an X-Con and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with mag wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8-cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say the new driver cannot drive.
Afternoon, folks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Listening to Independent Talk for today, Sunday, the 28th day of May 2023. The word comes from John 17, chapter 17, verses 17 to 19. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so I have also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. So when we come here on Real FM KB, it's all about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, KB.
I agree.
Now, Grenada still remain my constituency, and Real FM is my parliament. And together with KB, my mentor, we are the people's spokesperson, and we continue to be protected by the ancient of days, so we fear not, we fear no one. KB, the caption of today's discussion is about nepotism, because we see a lot of things going on. And interestingly, we're going to play a clip sometime where the Prime Minister spoke against nepotism, where he go prove that what is happening is contrary to what he's saying. So he amplified. There's an issue we have to speak out in Nawasa. We have to touch a bit on the Public Workers Union, because there was some petition going around and the union has written to them, and we have a copy of that. So we're going to speak a bit about that. In recent times, we have all the funding from Saudi Arabia, and the Prime Minister, I give him some kudos, because he mentioned that the discussion would have already begun before his time, but he continues. So I give him kudos for continuing the climate smart discussion and so on. In all of this, what is going on in the country, KB, we're going to speak a little bit about whistleblowing legislation. KB, we need to touch on the minimum wage, because I heard the Attorney General, the Minister of Labor, making all kind of song and dance about minimum wage. And we're going to bring some practical things into the discussion, not just about hypotheses. And if we have the time, we still go to touch on Parliament and the behavior of the Speaker, Alice in Wonderland, and the leader of government business. The other thing about we must touch on, KB, those projects, those capital projects, by this present administration, because they coming up to 1 year, and we will speak on their capital projects. Now, Igwe and KB and listeners, around this time last year, not long ago, there was all the song and dance about your comrade, KB, Maurice Bishop. You know when he banned, they begging him to come down, Maurice, we need you. Maurice birthday, now Maurice birthday is tomorrow, you don't hear nothing from them.
Quiet.
So that shows they only use Maurice for political mileage. And that what is political mileage? So when some of them talk about political mileage, it's just song and dance. So we go touch a bit on that, KV. Now, that is what we hope to discuss today, KB. So, you being the elder statesman, I go allow you to go this today.
Yeah, good afternoon, brothers and sisters, listeners of Real FM. You know, just one Sunday off, and I miss the program, Mastercard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a pleasure to be here again. And brothers and sisters, especially and listeners, NNPites, pull up your socks, man. Those of you who could make it in Hope, let's all go down there and socialize, press the flesh, and show unity. These couple of weeks are something really puzzle me, the behavior of someone in Parliament. Parliament is our highest decision-making body, where the people at the home, the family sit down around the dinner table, watch the news, watch our behavior, our presentation in Parliament. And they expect us all to behave in a civilized way and a very respectful way. You have to be careful what you say in Parliament to your political opponent, because we all want good for this country. We all want Grenada to be a better place for all of us. The last thing we want is for we to be insulting one another in Parliament, using words that just not appropriate in that setting. Because if people looking at us, we are leaders. I remember what happened recently was really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Although the speaker cover it up.
KB, somebody say, lift your voice a bit.
Yeah, all right. Although the speaker of the House tried to cover it up, it was clear that one of the parliamentarians used language that was not fitting, not appropriate in the Parliament. I remember, and she should be asked to apologize. You're not too big to apologize. Say you're sorry. I remember some time ago, during the Gary era, the leaders of the revolution had a tour abroad. And I think they went a little overboard by asking the government in foreign countries to isolate Grenada because of Sir Eric Matthew Geary poor human rights record. And Sir Eric did not take that lightly. So when Bishop and Coode attend Parliament, Sir Eric Matthew Geary wasted no time to point it out to them. But the mistake he made, he used language that was not fitting in that session. Uncle Geary went on to say, if you could go abroad and ask for the isolation of Grenada that will result in people starving, anarchy in the place, business cannot function, that is amount to rape and murder. So Bishop stood up and he said, look, ask the Speaker of the House, I think it's Mr. Reason was that time, ask for Sir Eric Matthew Gray to withdraw those words. You cannot use those words in Parliament. Accuse another member of Parliament of rape and murder. And Sir Eric decided he would not withdraw the statement. And what was surprising, even when it was pointed out to the Speaker of the House, the law was clear. Mr. Harrison failed to go along with Maurice Bishop's objection. He sided with Sir Eric Matthew Gary. So that what Uncle Gary said stand. This infuriated Bishop and Code so much. They walked out of Parliament and they never returned. That was the last time we saw them in Parliament. So we have to be careful. Parliamentarians have to be careful and show respect to one another, because that institution is very noble and we must respect the institution. So I really had problem with it. It's something that's been bothering me, and as to why we have to show such contempt to other parliamentarians. This is one thing I hope the leader of both parties will school the young people, the young parliamentarian, and let them know they ought to behave themselves in a more civilized way. Another thing that bothered me, Master Carl, year after year, we on this program, warning the poor people of this country, warning the road workers that the NDC government, given the slightest opportunity, they will attack them. Something about road workers these people don't like. Something about agriculture workers these people don't like. I remember when the NNP government put up $10 on the road workers' pay salary. As soon as NDC get into power, they take off the $10. Say that money just too much for road workers. And we beat that for the entire, all the time we on radio, we beating them, pointing out that they will come after you. I was surprised this week when one worker approached me and said, KB, I leave the work, you know. I said, you leave the work, what happened? I said, boy, watch. Now I used to work with the NNP. Every fortnight I get in my 432. 432 a show. Now they want me to work for 15 days for a mere $400, a little over 400, not even 432 for 15 days. I used to work under the NNP one fortnight, 432. Now 15 days for less than 432. What crime these poor people commit? You have to cheat them. You have to exploit them. Your teachers did not make a whole day work. Your teachers did not work. You find money to pay them. These people working, cleaning the street, and you cut the pay from $432 a fortnight to about a $410 for 15 days. How you expect them to live with that cost of living, that runaway inflation? To pay the utility bills is a problem. Sending the children to school is a problem. Going to the grocery store is a problem. You take some revenge on them because you don't like them. You look down on the employment, the job. If we start looking down on the people who clean our toilets, looking down on the people who clean our street, looking down on the people who bathe the elderly, what will happen to us? You don't look down on these people, employment on the job. They are the one that's keeping us safe. It depends how clean the public toilets are. It will depend how healthy and how safe you people would be. If they abandon the work in the toilet, what will happen? They abandon the work on the road, what will happen? The same respect you give to the police officer, the same respect you give to the teacher, the same respect you give to the parliamentarian, give it to the toilet cleaners, give it to the road workers, sanitary workers, the garbage collectors. Give them the same respect. The same respect you will give a doctor, a nurse. Give that same respect to the garbage collectors. Don't look down on the employment. And not even that. Cutting the salary. You could cut the worker's salary, or you could do something like that. Why the poor is under attack by your government? The young man say, KB, I'll leave the work, you know. Strong NDCite, strong NDC supporter. He say, I ain't taking it. I drove on a bus from Granans to St. George's, and the conversation on that bus was the high cost of living. Open rebellion. People not afraid to express themselves, to demonstrate their pain in public. Although the guy said, look man, look at my wage not going up, but every day, cost of living going up. The only negative thing came from that convention. The man say he ain't voting for nobody. Although he complaining, the policy of the government affecting him. The policy of the government affecting the poor and vulnerable. It's affecting everybody. But yet still he say he ain't voting for nobody. Well, if you don't vote for nobody, you will get the same reward all the time. What you complaining about, it will happen. If you don't vote, somebody will vote for you. And somebody will vote for that policy that affecting you. Common sense. You're complaining. Look at your wage not going up. You're complaining high cost of living. But at the end, you say, I am voting. Well, anyhow, the message I have for you, my dear fellow, somebody will vote to make sure that policy you don't like, stay in place. If you want to change, you have to vote to change the policy. That is common sense. That is common sense. I also want to top on, there is on social media, raising a hand, saluting, hey, recover some of the money that was lost on the Western Main Road. Well, I want to tell you, if you recover $1 million, praise God for it.
KB, no money was recovered for Western Main Road project. Don't let them tire of the people.
What I want to say, if ever they recover anything, praise God for it.
You don't recover no money.
What I want to see on this issue, implementation, whether it's NNP or NDC, implementation of project is of paramount importance. You don't get money, and because of slow implementation, we lost the money. Whether it's NNP or NDC, put system in place to make sure when you get grant or you have project, you get it done on time. You get it on time, and we don't lose anything. This country too poor for we to lose grant money. whether it's from NNP government, whether it's in NDC government, put structure in place to make sure we don't lose any grant money. And I want us to, as NNPite, let's channel our energy in the correct direction. Channel our energy in building the party. Channel on our energy in finding ways how we could defeat the NDC in the coming election. That is where our energy should be placed, not in conflict with one another, not criticizing one another, not opposing one another, but put all our energy in making sure we put the structure right so we can take political power in the by the next election. Master Carl.
KB, thanks for putting it out there. Let me add my bit. We talk about, all the talk about minimum wage, KB. And listen this. You said the young man told you that he left the work because the situation. KB, I too on my way here Friday morning was on a bus. And one of the young men going to work said to me, I'm going to work because I'm afraid they make me go. I don't want to reach late. And secondly, we used to work 10 days for $432. Now we're working 15 days for $403. KB. Now we have to put this thing into perspective and see how deliberate this government is. KB, don't forget about road work and 8 to 4. You see how
I'd missed that one.
Now they talk about the same work they going to all the 8 to 4. So they add 5 days to make up for the 8 to 4.
I didn't, Master Carl, I didn't read it at all.
It's a systematic plan.
I didn't read it.
So when the AG, the Minister of Labor, going around and talk about minimum wage, what does minimum wage entails? KB. So you're talking about minimum wage, meaning how people will get enough money. But they used to work 10 days equally. For $432. Now they're working 15 days.
For
$410. And you're telling me about minimum wage.
So they get back
because every time this present government speak, it's like they're looking to catch somebody, to trick somebody. So she say, oh, by the 1st of January 2024, blah, 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 blah. But minimum wage entails, not only about payment. The last exercise that was done in this country about minimum wage, KB, case in point is the same people and them where we talk about, the wardens and them, and agriculture workers and things. They had to work from 8 to 12. Show me a farm where you go and then come to work and you work from 8 to 12. So the amount they was paid, the $40 or $50, was pegged to the time they're supposed to stay. But what you find happening, men just come and call it as and go. But they still getting the pay. So when they go with this minimum wage, it's something enticing because they're making people feel you get more money. But it means you could have to work longer for the money. And all that is aim at, you see, they have a hatred for poor people, children. Listen what? KB, those among us who people just call bright people, what behaving in the same way this government behaving. In my book, they don't bright, they get opportunity the ordinary person didn't get. And because they get opportunity the other person didn't get, and they walk in with a briefcase or something, they believe they're better than the person who didn't get the opportunity. The only difference between what we term the poor people and those what we term the bright people is because the bright people get opportunity the others didn't get. But if it was a level playing field and everybody they get the same opportunity, KB, there'll be anything so So,
That-
KB, so when they came and they say 824,
A joke.
a lot of people beat up on 824, the own people quarrel.
But they design it different.
So they trick the people now. They say,
Yeah.
okay, we go bring fortnight pay. So that means they paying every 15th.
Yes.
So every 15 days you're getting pay. So you don't work in 8 to 4. You work in 8 to 10, 8 to 11, 8 to 12. But they give you 5 more days.
To make up for the 8 to 4.
And they take all the money. So they already calculate
Yeah.
what the money was for 8 to 4. You know?
Yeah.
And when they do the calculation, they say we could squeeze it in 15 days. And what we would have pay them if they work in 8 to 4 is $402. So this thing is not no accident.
I didn't read it so at all.
Not how you read it, die the facts.
Yeah.
Because when we come here, KB, we come to break down the thing here so the smallest child could understand it. So this whole 15 days for $402 translate working from 8 to 4.
Yeah.
So this thing is not no accident or fly by night. KB, you talk about the funding. The UK funding. KB, and it is interesting to note. Because I want to read something here, because you see, when they come, because you have a fellow in the Parliament, Alice in Wonderland. He doesn't know what is going on. And even when he know, they beating him down to it and they making him feel he don't know. So it's a systematic planning. And I'll read something here, Igwe. Because I want people to really get the gist of the thing. KB, and I don't want them to think. KB, the government of Grenada is pleased to confirm that the United Kingdom, through its Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, and the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, the same one was down here, were unhappy or GDP giving out the people money. By letter dated 16th May 2023 has reconfirmed. To reconfirm is something already confirmed. So when they come in Barbados and they show tie on the shoulder and thing and say NNP lose project, lie. Because look at, they were writing that now. To reconfirm. KB, that is what I tell you. They feel they go in school and some no go. So they feel they better than those who are go. But the only difference is they get opportunity what everybody didn't get. They don't bright than nobody. But they're using this thing to try to trick people. 2023 has reconfirmed grant financing of 16.356.50 million pounds under the United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund, UKCIF, facility for implementation of a capital phase of the Southern Water Supply Project, KB. So you don't know what Western Main Road, KB. Here going on. Due to several factors, including significant project delay, and we must add, he had a pandemic for 2 years. They live in other part conveniently, where people couldn't travel. People couldn't go and be the same set of people and them to do that. They live in other parts, so I'll put it in for them. Due to several factors, including significant project delay caused by the pandemic for 2 years, the FCDO also expressed regret that it has been unable to secure funding for the capital phase of Western Road Corridor upgrade. You understand? KB. The United Kingdom government, in an earlier letter dated 16th November 2022, at the same time they start to say NNP lose project, advised that it was unable to confirm. You hear the word confirm here? Understand what confirm means? the UK CIF funding for the capital phase of the Southern Water St. George expansion and the Western Road Corridor project due to a number of reasons, which include the current uncertainty in the United Kingdom, and they change out 3 or 4 prime ministers in a quick time. Pressure on the UK aid budget and the delay in the state of the projects because of the pandemic. They have to add that part. So, KB, when they come and talk about it, so here, let me break it down. We see a lot, let me unpack it. First, when they came out in Barbados, they say NNP lose the road project based on what they write here and the letter from the equal people. That is a lie. The project could not conform because uncertainty in the UK and the aid budget that had nothing to do with the NNP. The NNP didn't create that situation in England, but they don't telling people that. They come in and say they lose project and they get it back. You don't get back no road project, you get money, as I say, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because what happening based on what I'm hearing, because of the demands in the south of with the hotels,
We need the extra
the
water.
water what going to the hotels causing ordinary people not to have. So when you have a better water project, so kudos, I agree. So beat your chest and say we go fix the water in the south. But don't try to say how Dr. Mitchell lie and you're going on a kind of bogus program and try to say he lie. When you know you what lying. So tell me in this what they write, KB, anything about Western Main project, they get it back. And they say that in Parliament, you know. The Honorable House, you know, they go in there and lie. Even the visually impaired, you have a man that is visually impaired, even he called GBN and say, this fellas them lying. and he's not a known supporter of NNP. He's one of the biggest critics of NNP. But they're opening their eyes. So that's what is the crux of the matter, KB, in terms of the project. So yes, we're glad the water project. We happy. You in government, you have to take the reins of government and do what is necessary. You can't forever watching in your rear view mirror and blaming NNP for certain things. There's an issue I must touch, KB. Nawasa. KB, we came here the last time he was here. And we gave a gentleman a ride, KB. We don't say, we just say we give a gentleman a ride. Then we don't explain.
I know, yes. Yeah.
And he says to us, the least that is there to disconnect people long as from here to Australia.
Yeah.
So I make a joke with him and say, well, he'll have like a grain of rain. But KB, listen, this is what we hear now. And I must invoke the nepotism clause, KB. Because when I'm speaking, I want them to challenge me. Any Saturday downstairs Real FM. I don't afraid. No, when we talk about the nation business, we talk about the nation business. We don't come here to skin teeth and grin and look for friends. We don't come here for hype. We come here to call the thing deep sea diving. Nepotism is the practice among those with power, influence, or favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them a job. Now, we have some questions to ask now, sir. Because we don't come here to we come here to about deep sea diving. Now, sir, who got the contract for the Lacalome sewer project? Is it the deputy chairman or the board? We don't know. School children want to know. Is he a friend, Igwe, of the present administration? Yes. Is he associate? Yes. I don't know if he's a relative to any one of them. So, you know, when we get this thing and we do deep sea diving because we don't come here to just think and men could call and shut us up. We speak the fact. Some people indicate that the deputy chairman's company is the only one equipping Grenada to handle that work. Well, bro, to avoid conflict of increase, you could take your work because they say you broke. I don't know if it's true. You could take your work, but take out yourself from the chairmanship because you're working now already. And school children say, I don't know if it's true. That's what they say. It is alleged that you are eyeing the management. I don't know. It is alleged. But if you is the only company that is equipped to do the work, well, so let it be. I don't grudge you. You gotta eat. You gotta eat ego. The man gotta eat. But the conflict of interest, you is the deputy chairman of the board, so recuse yourself from the board. Resign from the board. Because the money you get to sit on the board, you're making back that because you get the project. So is he a friend? School children say yes. Is he an associate? School children say very much so. Is he a relative? I don't know because school children didn't get that yet. They say when they get it, they'll call me. Now, there was a workshop in Trinidad for leak detection. And there was a team from NAWASA, as they say. So NAWASA, is it true that the chairman of the board attended that workshop in Trinidad on leak detection? The school children want to know if the chairman of the board or NAWASA, if he is employed in the leak detection unit. Because we want to know. Is he a friend of the party? Yes. Is he associate of the party? Yes. And that's what nepotism say. Nepotism say you give preferential treatment to your friends, family, your associates and your family. And we see that right here in NAWASA. I have a clip I want you to play for me because we're in that ground, because the Prime Minister speak about it. That's why we say nepotism 2.0. Play the clip for me because I want to also understand where you're going with it.
Look for their friends and family.
Yeah, man.
We will not move forward or prosper as a people on the sole basis for job selection, for promotion, for the award of contracts, is party loyalty or personal loyalty. If we continue with this approach, we will be doing ourselves and the several generations of Grenadians to come a huge disfavor. And so under my leadership, I intend to break that vicious cycle of nepotism.
But Mr. Prime Minister, you don't break in it. You continue it, you amplifying it. Because these people and them is your friends, your colleagues, your associates. And they get in work on the basis of political allegiance. So why are you telling us, Mr. Prime Minister? You're talking and miss? Because all the DJM can sound like one, you know. Igwe. NAWASA. Does the NAWASA Management Board, i.e. the manager, the chief engineer, and the company lawyer. The school children want to know if they does attend any meeting with the board. Because school children say they don't know. The school children have information where they allege that they find meeting happening and maybe that people and them know. I don't know. School children say that it is alleged. Not now, I need to clear the air. The school children again ask Igwe, is there a split in the board? Two sides. One side, one the manager go school children say it is alleged. And the other side say, nah, let me keep him. So is this a result of NAWASA becoming so heartless?
Yeah.
Just cutting people willy-nilly? I don't know. The school children want to know that time. And these are issues of national importance.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with color politics.
No.
That has to do with issues of national importance. Water is a serious commodity.
Water is life.
I joke water for miles already.
Water is
so
life.
I know how important water is.
Yeah.
So now come here and talk water for those of you who don't know, who get opportunity maybe I didn't get, and pretending always this and that and doctor this and that. All you have to understand, when we come here, we speaking for the people because we understand. We part of, for, and by. Now that Abraham Lincoln say, of the people, for the people, by the people.
Yep.
So we are the people. We are the people's spokesman. And here is our parliament. Because Grenada is still our constituency. And the ancient of this ensuring that we are protected. So now, sir, these are some questions we hope that you could clear the air on. Clear the air. Because if it is not nepotism, clear the air so everybody go know. So they will call and say, Master Kalba, you talk about that, and die not you look so. The chairman didn't go in the leak detection thing, and the deputy chairman don't get in work now so in Lakalom. Let me know. Because you see, these things, KB and Igwe, it's a way at the moral fabric, and people lose belief in government, and they don't respect government officials, and that could be a problem because, KB, if we allow this thing and we don't nip it in the board, you go hard to fix it down the road, okay?
Yeah. Come.
Irreparable damage according to Miss Claudette, you know. KB, one I must speak of. The financial FIO. Good afternoon, Starkey. The FIO is mandated to deal with financial crimes, what we call white collar crimes.
Yeah.
Bright people crime. Because we don't skip in a character. Bright people crime. And terrorism inclination in, because you know terrorism people funnel money to the thing and so on, they wash money to put it locally.
Yeah.
Money laundering and so on. And that the FIO is mandated to do. But KB, school children say, the FIO, that school children say it is alleged. Because I want to err on the side of caution. Out of the abundance of caution, Igwe, it is alleged that the men investigating Sheldon Thomas. School children, Sheldon Thomas. He was the FIO head after Tafawa left until election. School children say they're investigating that matter, no, it is alleged. It is also alleged that the man running a serious investigation on Tafawa. It is alleged. Because they're going around and ask people, it is alleged, if they give him money and if he ever ask them for money. Because they know the threshold to get information from the financial institution on the man, the enrich day. So they're going around with this kind of ramgoat investigation.
Yeah.
And they investigate, and school children also provide information to say that it is alleged that they're investigating Mr. Tafawa Pierre's wife, the MP. Because they're going around and asking questions about these people. Because I tell you, they go use FIO to go after the political opponents.
Shouldn't be for that.
Because they try to go after the one, the person in the ministry, you know? And the tribunal tell Public Service Commission, I have failed miserably. You know? It's like Mark fail again. You know? They tell Public Service Commission, stop that one time, and I understand Jimmy Bristol was part of the thing, tell them I have to stop what I'm doing. Stop it at once. They lose the first one. You have set up police or thing, them they go lose some again. But who is in charge? If you go under the nepotism clause, is they are a friend or a colleague or family? KB. Nepotism again. Because they didn't follow their own rules in making, though conforming the police and in the rank, and all who they don't conform is in charge. A man in charge of the Port Kingston, they don't conform him. A man is second in charge of drug squad, Linford, come, they don't think. A man in charge of fire, Korean, they don't conform him. A man in charge of Central, they don't come. A man in charge of Interpol, they don't take him. A man in charge of the Western Division, they don't take. A man in charge of the police guard, everybody, they don't conform.
And they in charge of some.
They're in charge of something in the police force. And listen this. And what is so vulgar? The thing talk about acting, they may acting out 18 months already. Even when they stopped paying these people on them for acting around in September last year. And now you're telling them they have to continue to work. But anyways, the legal luminaries going to up with this thing. Because when the class action suit hit the ground, we go know because a lot of people go out to wear coat clothes. And just as you say, KB, a lot of persons who even was sympathetic and vote for them, not realizing thing. I'll tell you something, KB. There was a good friend of mine. During the election time, we had some conversation. We've been in the organization together. And we always keep communicating. We don't speak every time. But whenever we speak, we pick up where we left out. And during the thing, he was more leaning towards the National Democratic Congress. So I say, bro, we good. The country need to build. If it's that organization you see it fit, you want to be part of to build the country, so let it be. So I didn't discourage him. Mm-hmm. The man called me yesterday because since Friday I realized when I come from the radio, he sent a message from me. And the gentleman literally bowed his head in shame, KB. You see them fellas and them killing the Royal Grenadier Police Force. Because he said the worst commissioner what passed in the RGPF seems to be in charge again.
Okay, me partner.
I don't call it nobody. Don't call nobody name. I don't call nobody for there. The worst commissioner ever. What they fighting for him, thing in Nutmeg thing. The Speaker of the House, he was in Nutmeg chairman board.
Yeah.
The same man they fighting for chairman in Nutmeg board now. So, you see, boy, I talk to them men and them and look at things, but the men and them look what they're doing. The way they depleting the RGPF. You go take any other government to come maybe 10 to 15 years to fix it. And he talk out person should, and the Prime Minister talk out person should be thing. So he made an interested observation, although I did not agree, KB.
Yeah.
But he says so much stupidness being allowed to happen in the force. He say he wondering if the Prime Minister know him. Because he say he don't understand how a Prime Minister could know that thing ain't going on and let it go on him.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
That was his analogy of the thing, but I say by the upholder and the doer is the same in my book. If you're upholding it, KB, you can't come and tell me you didn't do it. Because I read a book a long time ago, KB. Mm-hmm. He said if you fall in a sewer, and I go use the word sewer as we're dealing with sewer, those bigger pieces of feces around you can take it and peel by KB and say KB they in shit, and you know they in shit. You know, all of why in shit.
Yes.
So if that happening under you watching the Minister of National Security, and he must hear people crying, he must hear. I don't exonerate him, KB.
The box stop at his
The
feet.
box, as you just say, if the thing fail, the CEO is the man to be blamed. And he must shelter his blame, KB. Now, KB, we have to speak on an issue. Judas Jude, Mr. Jude Bartholomew, the teachers union boss, Mayday, he show it true color. The minister outside of Parliament. You see how they should make NNP go steal? You have some NNP still walking.
A union leader say that?
Yeah, in
My God.
Progress Park and all kind of thing.
First,
And they do the best deal, and them is the best union, and they get the best deal for the people. All that was said and done. The police and the prison didn't sign. Next school children say, and some police officers say, it is alleged that they forced them to sign. That police say that the allegation information to suggest and some school children in town. They say that because they say they go up on the foot and visit the cannon and them and they overhear a conversation. I don't know. I wasn't there. And I was keep away from them places and them, you know. KB, here are some police officers presently, based on the position they hold in the RGPF. We good, but if I see them, I don't calling them and things. Because I don't want them to be victimized because of me.
okay.
And I just tell them when I see them, I say, watch, We good. But don't worry. You understand? Because I don't want them use that to think. Because I know they have a big X on my back. Why ain't afraid that? So now, they get they get the teachers to surrender. They get the police and the prison to bend. Because tell them I ain't bending to nobody. You know.
What's about Public Workers Union?
Well, we're going in Public Workers Union now. So, they have this thing now with the Public Workers Union where they had some petition going around for them to public workers to take the money. But listen up, it's a communique here, KB. Greetings, everyone. I have heard reports of a petition circulating TAM CC requesting that the union accept government's offer public sector wage negotiation. I want to make it abundantly clear that this petition did not originate from the structure of the union. The petition has the makings of being politically driven by a rebel group. Further to this, regarding the direction of the union, the members on March 31st, 2023, our annual general meeting AGM, that the one they try to get Grimes, they try to get rid of Grimes.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Brother Grimes. If you listen, I don't know if you don't listen to that program, you're more afraid to listen to. Give guidance on the ground. Give guidance on the negotiating mandated, the negotiating and mandate and the mandate we got.
Balance yourself.
Yeah, I get emotional.
Yeah, balance yourself.
We have the matter currently before the Labour Commissioner. I don't know who that Labour Commissioner is. As stipulated by Section 45 of the Labour Relations Act on dispute resolution. Because when in the time they hit the road already, all kind of Masanto lighting in night. You know. The matter is scheduled to be heard on the 6th of June. For the avoidance of any doubt, the AGM has spoken and the union awaits the recommendation of the Labour Department on this matter. No petition cannot override the mandate of the AGM. We advise you to refrain. So they try now kind of thing because they browbeat Jude and he take it. Even see some teachers didn't know. The police and prison, they are kind of thing posting where they asking members if you take it or not, and they advise them to take it because they go fix pay and grade and fringe benefit, but they don't say the Fiscal Responsibility Act does not allow them to give you more. If we don't allow them to give you more, will they get any money to pay fringe benefit and pay and grade? They have to be David Copperfield. You know, like in magic, David Copperfield is a magician. And so what the union people is saying, this petition don't want no grip. We in negotiation, anytime we have a conflict, we have to have a resolution. Section 45, see how we go about it. The AGM is the one who gives them the mandate. So all this fly-by-night letters, politically motivated. Because that's how this organization, the present administration operating. They feel they could pommel everybody into submission, bind bending to none of them. KB, with the opposition in this country.
Masaka, what?
And anytime they make the mistake,
What is bothering?
we might forgive them, but we will always let them know.
Do you think the teachers deliberately accept that offer in order to put pressure on weaken the other union bargaining position?
Definitely, because the president of the union spoke before and said, oh, the police and the prison, they accept 4%, and they think, so he going to do exactly what he was against. When he said the police and prison, they accept 4% for 2023. He do exactly what he was against Kennedy Boudlal.
So he see it as wrong under the NNP, but he's right, it's correct.
Callers, we know you out there.
The NDC.
We're going to give you the opportunity. We will go up to the hour, Igwe. I must touch now, because Kiwi, the present administration is coming up to 1 year in office.
Yeah.
And they must have achievements.
Yes.
Because they tout achievements.
Yes.
But being an ordinary citizen, and they can't stop me from commenting on it because I'm a citizen.
No.
They have some projects, you know, some capital projects.
Yes.
Listen to the first one. The capital project of to make go people lose their work and take work from people. That's one of the biggest projects up to date. They take work from nearly 3,000 people already. They start in Carrico and they run havoc. We're doing Halloween yet. But the Halloween havoc. They preaching and they bringing a tribalism to this country, Igwe. And Kibi, and you feeling it. Us against them. Because they referring to some people as good people. They referring to some people as the NNP and them kill them.
That's bad people.
Don't let them survive. That's what they're doing. That's the second project. The third project is to start to investigate the perceived political opponents by using the FIA. So they have some capital projects. Don't feel they don't have. It don't benefit in everybody, but it benefiting them. KB, you have this project and you talk about it earlier. They take the 150 and they work in them 15 days for $403, where they used to work 10 days for $432. So as we go on, we go continue that. But that 4 are the capital project, because people say, you know, they don't have capital project. But that 4 of the capital projects, Kibi.
There is no runs on the borders yet. They're batting for 100 days, 100.
So let's go now.
Yeah.
Let's go to Parliament now, Igwe. And the leader of government business. The leader of government business, when they ask him about the medication, he say, KB, listen to the irony, you know.
Yeah.
He say the government owe 2 million or thereabouts. The figure, I'll use the word approximate because I don't want to misquote nobody. But Mr. Lennox Andrew tell you, KB, that they meet a lot of money in the treasury.
Yeah, man.
A minister.
Yeah.
The ones here we know to find money.
Yeah.
We know how to get money. I want that clip, Igwe.
Yeah,
So if they know how to find money, they know how to get money, how come they don't pay for the medication?
And they made 530 million there.
And $2 million they have to pay for the medication?
But they made 530
But you spend
million.
on, you give teachers money they don't work for. You create a whole new Ministry of Mischief and planting flowers and juking tattoo in hole in the road. Yeah? And sucking cocoa and sucking titty. You had money to do that. You pay ministers 2,000 extra and you lie and say to pay driver when you know Parliament paying driver. You understand? You understand, KB? So you find money to do. You find money to give Andy and them in GDP. But for the nation health, which in the budget you say this year, health is the priority. You do find money for medication for people in this country.
Can buy pressure tablet.
You understand? And what is vulgar about it? They brazen. They say that like, and is that?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell them something. In 2013, Igwe, when the new National Party came into governance, KB, the same, no, before I go, and I want them to doubt me, under the reign of the NNP, Grenada had one of the best or better track record of paying in the OECS. I want them to doubt that.
Paying the
Come
bills.
with facts and doubt it.
Yeah. Servicing the bills.
So it's them what to service it when they come. Igwe. But in 2013, we must remember, because all kind of song and dancers make. They could have paid, and both and say they pay 70-something thousand in pension for 2% of the population or less than that. But the whole population, they can't find 2 million to pay for medication, KB. A caring government. The best thing since sliced bread. They're young and they're brilliant and they're bright. What I tell them that I do bright, I just get opportunity other people didn't get. I do bright. I stop call them bright KB.
Yeah,
They just get opportunity other people are bright. That is why they're so vindictive and mischief and they decolonize in the country.
So they don't know when they refuse to service the suppliers, they would not get.
But KB,
medication.
hear this. Hear the parallel argument now. When NNP came in 2013, and I want them to doubt me, you know, the same suppliers, the NDC, the National Democratic Congress, the Tillman Thomas administration, Mr. Integrity, Good Governance,
Yeah. They feel.
they owe 7 million.
Yeah.
And NNP inherited a broke treasury.
And able to pay it off.
But NNP didn't cry
They pay it
and
off.
make excuse
They pay
and
it off.
say things. They pay it off.
They pay it off.
So one government meet 7 million.
They pay it off.
No money in the treasury, they pay it off.
You-
One meet 2 million.
With 500.
500 and something million in treasury, you don't pay it up. And you come in and you have this kind of schmuck on your face in parliament and all this in $1 and sit down up there and let you know do all that nonsense. And using all kind of inappropriate language in the people's house and saying you don't hear good. And you know the answer there, you know. KB, the thing about it is, what behooved me was, KB, that the Speaker of the House could have just say, okay, hold on, let me go and listen to the answer.
Yeah.
But the descriptive word,
Yes. That's so embarrassing.
listen to me now, I couching my words. This descriptive word, maybe he's a little one, not a big one.
Yeah.
So you know what the little one on them, they just have to lick up to the big one on them.
Yeah, man.
So the descriptive word, I don't say nothing. People know. Because they're bright. The descriptive word, which they lie about, maybe he's not a big one, he's a little one.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to play up to the big ones. Because they see what the big ones have to do what they're doing. So he can't do what the big ones doing. He's the little one. I never hear a big man say sorry so yet. I say, well, how the speaker saying sorry, so I don't crying?
You must only beg.
I know when people sorry so they are crying.
When they
The man
beg
say,
pardon.
all that sorry and you don't crying. So a man say, Master Carl, but every time we talking and I say sorry about something, you asking me if I don't crying. How come you don't asking the speaker if you don't crying? The amount of sorry that man say, KB. I don't know how this guy do cry.
He won't replay this thing.
Dr. Mitchell asked about the Labour Commissioner. Because see how important the Labour Commissioner is? Yeah. Because look at the public workers say the matter is before the Labour Commissioner.
Yeah.
So Dr. Kit Mitchell asked them what is the grounds and thing. He tell Dr. Kit Mitchell, go and ask Public Service Commission. But Mr. Leader of Government Business is the AG, Senator Claudette Joseph, what tell the nation the PSC discontinue the contract of the Labour Commission. So she know. She's the advisor to the cabinet you sit in. So you we have to ask. Because Sister Claudette in there. You is the leader of government business. You sit in the Claudette with Senator Claudette Joseph. The one of the, when them fellas are pointing up the finger and they like she's stinging gun, the one that call people needy and greedy. Yeah, that same one. The same one that say, I'll go bring the country irreparable damage. You'll be straight with the people, the IMF want all you. And the IMF was down here and he want all you. What the IMF want them all this tax break, you know, the tax amnesty, you know. The IMF want them, okay, again. So, Sister Claudette will break the news to the nation and say they discontinue the contract. What she was, okay. How do you call him, man? The chicken man?
Yeah.
Mr. Telesford. The AG, who is the legal advisor to the cabinet KB, tell the nation the Labour Commissioner was not a good fit. Her own words. Yeah. And how now, when the leader of His Majesty's opposition asks you about it, you telling him go and ask PSC. You downright out of place, utter disrespect, utter contempt. You not a good fit for being the leader of government business in the house. And know you're under pressure with the 10 million. Yeah. And we know Garfin shoot, because school children say Garfin on a tree like a manico on the prowl. We know all that. We know you're under pressure. We know the numbers don't lie. And the numbers now enable you to get juke out. Because the recent numbers, the shift, how they call it, the paradigm shift. How they say the paradigm shift put you in trouble because you come, how you come replaceable now. You understand, Igwe? And Kiwi. You come replaceable so they could juke him out now and still have the comfort. We know all that. Yeah. But you don't have to be so brazen and being so ordinary, kind of Kiwi. Perform with some distinction. Watch. The speaker don't perform with distinction.
No.
The leader of government business don't perform with distinction.
No.
The MP in Guav don't perform with distinction.
No.
You're telling man shut up the father at the house. The father at the house. They should go and sit down by the man and try to draw out
what he have.
Certain things,
Yeah.
our parliamentary procedure and thing.
Yeah.
Say, boss, don't mind me, they're on different side, but I mean, I won't support you politically, but you have certain things I could draw it from him. You telling him short up.
Nah, but it's not total respect, man. Like disrespect.
They're selling people van what is not theirs. They accepting money from GDP what they shouldn't be getting by reason of their position being a member of the House of Representatives, but they're trying to tell the father of the house, shut up. You ever see madness, okay?
Yeah, you could have your gripe with him, but you have to treat him with respect.
He has certain parliamentary decorum.
Yeah, man.
When in the House of Parliament, it's not no dog show.
Not a fish market.
He have certain decorum in Parliament. When you're outside of Parliament, you be who, but when you get there, because you address people like the Honorable, die parliamentary procedure.
Yeah.
All you see no Wonderland pretending he don't hear.
Yeah, you can't call him Honorable now and the next.
But when you hear what you hear, they tell you don't hear what you hear. And you're saying, sorry. By that man say about 75 sorry.
If really lose the job.
I don't know. So the descriptive word ego, maybe it's a small one.
K2.
And the man is Adventist, they say the man preaching in church.
If really lose the job.
These guys are them ego, I tell you, they're making the gospel too difficult to preach. Because when people when they hear people like you preaching the gospel, they say, I don't want to be part of that. Or they're making the gospel too difficult to preach. And the book say, until the gospel is preached to every nook and cranny
Give legitimacy
as a weakness, lo, then shall he come. So, if we're talking about end times and latter days, the men are holding back the coming of the Messiah, Igwe, and KB. Because they're making the gospel too difficult to preach. They say and the gospel still say by the fruits you go know them. Because you see a lot of them will come, Lord in my name, KB, Lord, but they don't have no part. And if it is not done to the least of my brother, you don't do it unto me. Speak at the house, take note, take heed.
Master, I want to ask you the question. Let's suppose he goes back and he realized he made a mistake and he found out this parliament.
He know everybody tell him that already.
Lost, control of herself and made that appropriate statement.
Well,
will he come back and apologize or ask the person who made that statement, ask them to apologize?
Well, I await next parliament. But what they trying to cover up the school children, say they pull it down from GIS. So they don't want other people go on GIS and see it again. But no, you see, that's the thing about it, And that is nothing to do with politics, KB.
No.
That just has to do with the issues live.
Yeah, live.
Because an error, and you could make mistake, we all make mistake. The good book says we all sin and come short.
See why young people of this country.
You have to redeem yourself. Because watch, let me tell the speaker of the house. He's a Bible man.
Talk to him.
Because they see some elder or what in some church in St. John.
Yeah.
Eli, sons, used to do stupidness. Eli didn't used to do stupidness, his sons. Only Samuel, what was steadfast. And the ancient of this spoke to Samuel. You know, when the ancient of this started to rain down terror, Eli and all get eaten.
The father.
Yeah, the father, because he uphold
Yeah, man, he give credence and legitimacy.
So that's what the speaker doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, we talk to this guy, you might know him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. On air, let people hear. We want to admonish him. Because you see, the daddy highest house in the land and we have to have some form of decorum.
Yeah.
Not some.
Yeah.
Not some.
We have to have decorum.
Yeah, man.
And when this thing is going on, and keep the man could have just go in the hand sad.
Yeah.
Because there was no slip of the tongue. They say the slip of the tongue is not the fault of the speaker. There was no slip of the tongue.
No.
Because if the slip of the tongue was the fault of the speaker, she would have said sorry.
Yeah.
She should have been the one saying sorry. But when she telling him, don't hear what she say, it was a statement on shoot with intent to deceive.
Yeah.
It's the intention then.
Yeah.
It's not the words using.
No,
Was the intent to deceive the nation.
Nation, yeah.
That what make it thing bad, you know?
That was make it bad.
It's not the word used and other thing. It is not parliamentary to use that word, really. But be a human. But the intent to deceive.
The
So
nation.
anybody who want to raise the clause,
nation.
anyone who want to raise the clause and say the fault, the slip of the tongue is not the fault of the speaker, Igwe, our news for them. That was intent to deceive. Because if it was the slip of the tongue, they'll say sorry. So I think we give people an earful.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people want to go to hope. So we go take some calls and let's ventilate. So let's take a break. And I want the clip where the guy said they know how to find money. Because I want them, Mr. Taylor, what to hear what our minister said they know where to find money. So no excuse shouldn't come out they owe. They should find money. Let me hear.
So don't worry your head too much about empty treasury. Empty treasury. We in the NDC, we have the exposure. We have had the exposure. Good? And we know what to do to find money, to look after the needs of our people. And as I have the mic, let me say, as we go around the country and we speak to our people, that's a topic that they always say to us, we go pay salary late and we don't know how to run a country. Tell them that we say we know how to run a country and tell them that we wouldn't pay salary late. All right? Tell them that affirmatively. We're not going to pay salary late and we know how to run a country.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Certez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
This is the good life.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an next car, and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with mag wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8-cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say the new driver cannot drive.
Yes, Igwe.
Well, I just want to say that Mr. Andrew, go and tell Minister Taylor's for I don't know how to find more.
You have to buy the medication for the hospital.
So, and yeah, let me take the call.
Hello? Hello?
Kevin,
Hi, what's happening?
Kevin,
Hi, how you doing, Scott?
Kevin, good afternoon, you and Master Carl.
Good afternoon.
I can hear all you know. I don't hope this don't nice. Kevin, I got rice and peas and mutton down here, boy.
Well, save some food for me and Master Carl. We might reach in a little late after the program. But we coming.
Yeah, they having fun. It sounds like they're having real fun down there. All right, Cams.
Take care.
But before we move on, Igwe, I need to extend a hearty thanks to all the people who participated in the exercise on Friday, the donation and so on. And the gentleman has indicated to me that he started receiving the donations and
It's going as planned.
yes. So thanks to all.
That's great.
Thanks to all. Yes.
Scoop sent me to ask you something, Kibi.
Yeah.
He say, why you put my friend in RGPF depth of training?
Who is that?
That's the question.
Why put the friend?
Which one having training?
I don't know. He will tell you. I don't know what you mean. What do you think he mean?
I don't know. Ronald Reagan said Igwe.
Master Carl, education is not intelligence. It is the application of education
That is
that
why
will determine the level of your intelligence.
that is why I say they get opportunity others don't get.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan once said, I will not make age an issue in this campaign. I am not going to exploit for political purposes my opponent, youth, and inexperience in 1984. Since 1984, the great Ronald Reagan warned us about the dangers of electing a group of inexperienced persons to govern the nation. And we go through that here, KB.
All the time.
For 4 years, 7 months, and 17 days, the revolution. And we seen it again.
Yeah, it's a repeat.
Let me take the call, Igwe.
Not yet. Not yet. 4420175. I missed that one.
Igwe, you have anything to add
Two.
to the discussion, man? You just have some good points here.
Okay, what is the response of the meeting with the political leader, the NNP, going around the country?
Seeing that it does be around Igwe.
It'll be good. It'll be really good.
Okay.
That really good thing, no song. Give us a thing. The attendance, the militancy, the participation of the people. That's just good.
Want to know
You just have a good bit of people which I heard.
Yes.
The people just be into it, asking questions.
A lot of
And I listen when Bola explain the whole issue about delegates. 2 from every PD
That was the
and
last-
5
the
from
last
the constituency branch, so persons know. So you know how much delegates you should have based on the size, how much PDs you have in the constituency, which is education for all people and persons to understand, because the new national parties at this moment, it only talk about convention. One has to be ready for a convention.
I agree.
You can't just call a convention because people say need a convention.
And you already structure in place.
You must put the structure in place
Because
and have your machinery oiled, because we don't know.
yeah.
Tomorrow, this President Prime Minister can say tired because he don't get things done and call it.
Yeah.
And we have to continue to get persons to register, KB. Those who are not registered and those who are becoming the age to be registered as NNP people, we need to get that
agree.
done.
I think we slow on it. I did attend a couple of sessions, and a few people asking, hey, I need to get registered. And the answer here, we have no farm. But the person in charge of the constituency, the chairman of the constituency branch, and those in charge of the PD should have access to the farm. So whenever people wants to become member, that farm is accessible.
We're talking about member of the party and also register you only could vote in a general election because there are some persons that are not registered also.
Yeah.
So we're encouraging
both
persons
area. Both area. Because you don't wait until the last.
Yes.
You will never know. As you say, you will never know.
So again, for Friday, I don't want to, I'm saying thanks.
Yeah.
A hearty thanks.
And
Thank you.
I want to argue you, that is where we should put all our energy.
Yes, let's take the call. Good afternoon, caller.
Hello, good afternoon to all of you out there.
Good afternoon.
And that word about the woman with the big dog and the big guy that is not no slipper tongue to me. That is willful done. Big dog and big guy not so close. That's no mistake. And trust me, that's no mistake. And I'll say it for you, I realize that's no mistake. That's no mistake at all. I willful done. Okay?
All right. Thanks for your
and have a
contribution.
pleasant afternoon.
Okay. Well, the public is your judge, yeah? They will sentence
There
you.
is also an international context to it. And if we don't go out and speak among the big dogs to mobilize our funding, most of the things that we...
A few minutes later.
Thank you, Honorable MP, for the constituency of St. John. I think I heard you say dog. Big dogs, did I? It might have been in your exuberance, but in Parliament we are supposed to watch our language. And while dog can be a metaphor, I am not pleased with its use. Right? So I want us to control this. I sense he's in your exuberance. Right? Did I see a light of someone?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
I think you heard wrong this morning, Mr. Speaker. It said big boys.
Oh, sorry. sorry. I'm sorry.
So just for the minute.
Hear that man say sorry there, KB?
Well, I don't know. We were hearing different to what we're hearing. She mentioned dogs more than one occasion.
No, I think one time how they
okay.
do it, you just amplifying it and so forth. I don't think it's a slip of the tongue. Because you don't defend that slip of the tongue, you say, okay, I make a mistake. What that wasn't meant.
But you say you did not say it is something else. Big dogs.
And that is how the decorum of the parliament has disintegrated.
Yeah, that's not the fish market. Where you hear all kind of slang,
442-0175, the number to call. 22 minutes past 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Just calling to make a contribution concerning my observation, I always like to be, very observant of the government and what they do. Because I always say I'm not for party, but I'm for government. Once they're doing and people benefiting, then I will always give you props. And I will give you, when you're up, I give you up, and when you're down, I tell you you're going wrong. So my observation with what happened in Parliament, after Parliament, there was, while browsing on Facebook, I bounced up some clipping with Andy and Ride Along. And they was playing where the opposition leader was speaking about the money, what they lost, and what they get. And to my observation, I don't find that making sense. Why Andy didn't go and have a press conference, meet the press and tell them, let the press question him about the money that he receives back. Can you go down and you say half along? And go down half along and shake his head and say, oh, I used to listen to this man. This don't make no sense. Tell the ministers and then when they went and meet and greet in America, there was all about meeting and greeting in the street and making a kalamawe. We, the people in Grenada, we need to meet and greet with them to let us know what is happening. This ministerial report they give, they making no sense. It making no sense. We are paying tax. We thank them for the amnesty. Much they will receive more in this for the amnesty. I know more people will be paying. Please, meet and greet with us, please, and stop going on a half along. Half along don't live in Grenada.
Make you name it.
Right, and I know who half along is. Half along don't live in Grenada. Please, meet and greet the people in Grenada who feeling the pinch.
Yes.
A lot of more small business will be closing now.
Yes, true.
We are feeling the pinch. When we can't pay rent, when people want their money and they can't pay rent, they will want their place back. Please. No paving on the road, nothing go down in the community. Please, we begging. Chatters on the street, I represent the chatters on the street. Please, we are begging. Let the government change the itinerary and the ideology towards us. They are only the custodians. Without us, they cannot be in ministry or in power.
Yeah.
Don't let power get to you guys.
They're holding it for us, you're right.
Please, you are just the custodians. If Michel alone cannot run Grenada, he needs 14 other members to run with him. Who want to leave and run, that's their problem. But as long as I'm here and living here in Grenada, I am feeling the pinch. It's not what Caesar could give to country could give to me, but what I am giving to country. Please, we are educated people. We are critical thinkers, and we are independent thinkers. Nobody thinks us. Please, we are calling on the Prime Minister and his team to rethink. The bingo you all having, you say the needy and the greedy. Is it for the needy and greedy? And the bingo you have on the 25th of June, is it for the needy and the greedy? We still have to come and pay $6 to get a ticket to still win, to gamble our own money? Please. Mm-hmm. It is 1 year. 1 year. Please. We are begging. The chatters on the street are begging. This government, please change your ideology towards us. Without us, you cannot be in power. Please, I'm begging. The chatters on the street are begging. Please. The mothers are begging. Please, help us to help ourselves. God bless you and have a good day.
Well, you take care and be safe.
Please. We are really.
All right, take care. Mr. PM, make a better try, please.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Carl.
What's up? How things?
I'm okay, man.
You're going up Hope?
No, I'm engaging some other things.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, Mr. Carl, what the IMF report states that the government needs to give back the people, the 150 they took out from the less fortunate people in the country.
You sure you say that?
No, okay, it's alleged. Okay?
All right.
It's alleged that they need to give back to the less fortunate people in the country. And that is something that we people who really care and love people are concerned about what is going on with the less fortunate people in the country. All right? And if what is alleged, what the IMF is saying, we agree with them. And they also said again, he also alleged that they are saying the amnesty that the government had from January to December, right? They need to rethink that, get rid of that. Because, Master Carl, when you look at what is going there, it's not easy, and it is a very unjust matter, where you find people who are working for less money, who are working for little or no money. And some of them now, right now, they're home, but they still have to pay tax. And the money that the business people collecting forward to return back to the government to help do something in the country. You're asking these business people, telling people, the business people to keep that money. With that money could be going out back to help the less fortunate people. But to actually telling the business people to take that money. That is unfair. It's unjust to the less fortunate people of the country. I want the government to rethink that decision. And the purpose of government is to help people live better, especially in the less fortunate. In every country you go, there will be poor people. People that the government must reach out and help. And if you have the government reach out and help them, who will help them? Help them. Because the people, especially single mothers, when you have a single mother, a single parent, wherever that she might work for $600 or $700, she knows how to manage her money and to make that money stretch. But when she out of a job, she can't say she will send the children to school. The child go to school. She can't say she has to leave the children go to school with her food. She must cook food. She must have find clothes and shelter for them. Right? So the little mother she was working for and will lessen it. So then some of them will send them home and they get nothing. It is not easy. Right? And we have to consider and treat everyone as human beings.
Okay, caller. Igwe, a school child said, to ask the new today to speak to the government and by extension the RGPF, because the new today used to beat up on Mr. Michael Francois about how much excessive leave we have. So they say they want the new today to ask how much leave does the present Deputy Commissioner of Police has, and is it true that he'll turn 60 in January? Is it true that he has more than 6 months leave? Because the Grenadier today does know. The new today. So we asking. Good afternoon, caller.
Hello. We lost that. We have our next one.
Yeah, we take it.
Call on the WhatsApp.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, I had to congratulate you guys on the event on Friday. I was not at work. I listened to you guys on the YouTube. I got it after. It was recorded. I got it after.
Okay.
On the YouTube website. Yeah, I will make my. I know the guy personally. I will make my contribution to
Good. Nice, lovely.
I said yes. Yeah, I have to. I listened to the whole Parliament drama, and man, I don't know what's going on. I listened to GBN. GBN, they had a story on the medication issue, and it seems as though something is really wrong with Grenadians. When you look at the comment section, I have to ask myself: is it we blind? Is it we crazy? Or is it? Listen, if you remember, health was one of the big issues they made campaign about the healthcare system. Then the budget, health was a big thing in the budget. The PM went all over the place looking for land
to buy a new hospital.
To build a new hospital. And even though Mr. Lacrette is all over the country, them having fitness and all kind of things. But yet for all, there's no medication. There's no medication.
Big joke.
And they're saying that they meet a bill, they pay everything else. That is to show you how they taking the Grenadian people for food. You pay all who you have to pay. You travel, you go all over the place. You do all what you have to do. You're going around looking for land to build hospital. You say healthcare is priority. All of that, and you ain't buying medication. So you ain't trying to fool the people. It's not a talk show. It's a talk show.
Talk shop.
That's just what it is. Yeah, it's just a talk show. And it's time now we get to realize. But you see what happened is the lies starting to come out. You see how Miss James went and she say what she say, and then she turn around and she say she didn't say that. But that's how they continue to lie. And these little lies is little lie. They keep pushing it in. Little lie, after one after the other.
Yeah.
And they keep pushing it in, and Grenadians start believing. We start to believe. People start believing. And I don't know. Is it right now Grenadians get money so they hush them out? Is it they pay Grenadians to hush them out?
No,
No longer.
According to where some of them walking afraid to because they will make them go.
Yeah.
They brutal.
Because it seems as though right now nothing go wrong. If it was NNP who was there and there was a shortage of medication, we didn't hear the end of it now yet. But it seems as though it's not a problem no more. Because everybody's saying, oh, that is not the first time. That has always happened. But the thing about it is, I listened, I think it was Wednesday, you had Miss Modest.
Yeah.
Because I went to work, so I just always listen on the YouTube afterwards, the replay. Yeah. So, and she explained how they get medication, because she said it's not a bill you just pay. You just completely paid. You always pay and take and pay and take. And by the way, Mr. Andy should know, because the original gentleman in St. George's over $100,000.
No,
and he does pay.
You sure on that? You don't say things what you don't show.
No. Listen, I'm not telling you things that I don't know. I'm not talking about things that I don't know.
All right.
Right? He does pay and take good. So he know the same system of pay and take.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand?
All right. Okay. I get your point.
As a businessman, he knows the same system of pay and take goods. So what I'm saying to you is they know the pay and take system. So they shouldn't be going in and talking about bill.
Yep.
You understand me? Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. You take care. Have a blessed evening.
2420175, number to call.
Yeah. Blow the fuse. Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Hey. What happened, Chief?
How things?
Really?
Concerning that issue in Parliament that day, I heard it in real time, and I heard loud and clear, because my radio was playing loud at the time, clear at the time. And I'm a person, when I listen analytically, and I heard exactly what she said. I didn't have much of a problem with it. Not that I'm thinking that the language is appropriate for Parliament. I wasn't getting into that. But understanding the kind of person that she is, or I understand that she is, being a on the block lady, on the block girl, that kind of language would come out from her easily. Maybe it wasn't appropriate for Parliament, but, where they say, guys on the block would say, my dog, and they call people dog, not necessarily in a negative term.
Yeah.
In a negative connotation. That's just the way people speak sometimes.
But why lie?
But that's where the problem turned out to be. That's where I had a problem. She lied so blatantly. And it is obnoxious. It was senseless. And she somehow could get away with it up to that point. Because the speaker didn't, put it further.
I listen one.
He didn't apologize. Because, instead of he going back to the handset or something like that, he just apologized and let the proceeding go on.
It's like he do something wrong.
It's like he do something wrong here. So he misheard. But the thing is clear. Now, in passing earlier on, Carl.
Yeah.
I heard you mention something concerning the IMF and the whole issue of the tax amnesty that is going on in Grenada.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the press conference the day it was given or done. But today, and I even tune late because I always listen to Heartbeat, 12 o'clock on Sundays. And when I catch myself, because I was busy doing some sightseeing, a kind of a nice area where I was.
Yeah.
That's when I entered that area, and I was doing some looking. But then I said, but no, it's today's Sunday and it's 12 o'clock already. So when I tuned it, I got about half past 12. So I heard about half of the interview that was done till because they brought it on Heartbeat today. And in passing, I heard the lady said that they don't agree with the tax amnesty. So technically speaking, the government is being berated or even warned or chided, as you might say, for that issue. Now, my understanding of that tax amnesty is not that the taxes itself are being forgiven, but the penalties incurred by paying the tax late or not paying the tax on time is what is the problem, that is the issue now. Now, because that's not what happened for the past few years, COVID and all that kind of a thing, and the downturn in the economy. I don't have a problem with the government giving tax amnesty on the penalties, but the taxes are there to be paid still.
Yep.
Because the businesses have been going through terrible times. Similar to what we have in nowadays in Grenada in particular, where terrible times are showing up left, right, and center. But at the same time, given that they met so much money in that treasury, and the word impregnation has been used so much, they could have simply paid the $2 million for the health bill, and they could have done any other thing that they need to do. And I'd like to hear you all emphasizing the whole issue of paying the teachers money that they don't deserve. You all need to keep emphasizing that, because this thing has irritated me from the beginning. Given that the Prime Minister is a lawyer and the disrespect he's showing to the court, especially the High Court, I have a serious problem with what is going on. Take care, gentlemen.
All right.
My good friend raised a point about the parliamentary thing. It's not what you're doing, it's how you do it. And it was an intent to deceive. You could have just said sorry. You're not too big to apologize because the speaker isn't big to say sorry.
But that shows you the amount of things they lie about.
Well, if they lying just so.
But the record, in the matter of.
Yeah. If they lying so.
Right here.
Just so.
What, boy? We need to have it to do it.
You was school and ask the 2 day. Yeah.
4420175 is the number to call, folks. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brothers. How y'all?
We did.
Hey, Master Carl.
Yo.
Fat. Yeah, listen, gentlemen. I love the program this afternoon, and not much call in, but I love it. And you know what I want to say to our government, right? What I want to say to our government / NDC. Stop. Think for a moment. Think about it. You kind of retract the trend, retract as to where they are heading, what they are doing, and letting them understand that the Grenadian people, they had been on a good trajectory of success, under the former administration, the way that, the previous government had set up the governance of the country and to lead the people. It was on the right trajectory. And I want to appeal to this government to rethink the strategy, rethink, what they're trying to do. I think maybe they mean well, but at the same time, they are not communicating with the people. Take for example, the cutting off of the social net, the seed program. Why couldn't they have a meeting with the people, especially the persons who are receiving the seed, and talk to them and let them know, listen, we press financially, even though they made all the money in the treasury, but we are pressed financially. So we are going to, in the next 3 or 6 months, we are going to be cutting certain benefits of the seed program and etc. All right, workers, we cannot employ. We cannot continue having you employed. We're gonna cut the employment in the next 3 months. Don't just get up, morning and make a decision and say, hey, you supervisors, you're going home. You, the public works officer, the ministerial, the people in that quarters, you're going home.
Correct.
That is disrespect. That is not looking out for your people. And then the other thing again, what everybody is talking about, and I could allude to that too, that they have no respect for the former prime minister and the NNP government that has gone. This government has done so well. I mean, not perfectly so, but because we all, falter, we all miss the mark. But guess what? The money that they made in the treasury, they could have just said, you know what, with a return of favor to our Ghanaian people. The former government did well with all this money in the treasury. Let's pay a part of the medical bill. As the MP says, that you doesn't have to pay everything, to 2 million, you can't cross that. So just pay a part of it, as a matter of respect and well, if you want to call it their good governance, that would be coming under good governance, that you're governing properly, because the medical needs of our people are important. So I really want I want the Prime Minister and his cabinet to rethink the plan, rethink the direction that they are heading, and try to survive the people, because there are a lot of people in the country that really need social assistance. There are a lot of persons. You go in America, Canada, England, there are such nets for the people. So we are not exempted. Grenadians are in need also. Not only for the big guys to survive and to exploit the resources. Yeah? So, brothers, you all take care. I want to give somebody
Thank you for your contribution. 4420175, the number's to call.
We have one on the WhatsApp. Hello, call on the WhatsApp.
Mr. Kelly.
Hello.
Good afternoon, brother.
Good afternoon.
We talk about the NFP leave a lot of money in church. That's $100 million you're talking about it. That is budget. That's the half of the budget already for the 2022. That is money to be collected and spent. The amount of money they meet in church was about $90 million. That money we get from the SGU and other clients. That's what the government got. But to say they meet $500 something million in church, they lie. That money was made from the last budget.
Ask Toes.
Yep.
Ask Toes when you meet him.
Kevin.
Ask Toes when you meet him. Hey. Ask Toes. Them that see the treasury pregnant, not me. Who said the treasury pregnant? Me or you? Or them?
You had $90 million there. You had $90 million there, which we get 75 from the SGU. And other things that they had to spend. But it's $600 something million you're talking about it.
530 million.
Employment.
Okay, take care.
Drink some water.
Yeah,
4420175 is the number to call, folks.
There's a recent
we have one on the WhatsApp.
Let's take it.
Hello, call on the WhatsApp.
Hi, Kiwi, Igwe, Carl.
Yay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
My
Kiwi.
good friend.
He stepped
Kiwi
out.
having a little cough.
Yeah, he stepped out.
Yeah. I just called to say something. Like, the last pass to Parliament, I was looking at it. And to me, this is, in my opinion, this is not Grenada. And what does that say to me? Is it because of the background of these people, where they come from, if they've been disciplined, because they say charity begins at home and ends abroad. So when you see people in Parliament disrespecting the elders, that tells you something. You say to yourself, well, what it is? Where were they? Where wasn't they looking on in the last past times to see this disrespect wasn't appreciated in Parliament? You ask yourself a lot of different questions, because you can't believe this is Parliament. And the other thing is that giving this new government ideas won't work. The idea we have to give them is to get out or do better, because most of the ideas you give them, they don't care about that. Because even the money they take from the poor people, from the seed people. You know what they keep saying? Let them go out and work. So which means they have no pity for people like their grandmother, their father, because they all are old people. So when you have no pity for people like the elderly, what I tell you, these people have no pity for anyone more than to fill their pockets and walk out of the government without no regret. So sitting there and giving them ideas is not a good idea. The best idea that you could give them is to walk out and give back the government to who could manage it. Because they're not taking no ideas. It's getting worse and worse every day. So what sense it makes sitting there every day giving them no ideas? Give them fire and till, because the Jamaicans say fire and moose tail, you think it's cool breeze. So give them fire, let it feel it's cool breeze, and then out the door they go. Because they're not taking no ideas. No matter what you say, they're not taking ideas. So like I say, Carl, Igwe and KB, I come in, I go in and Hope Beach. Pass and pick you up.
All right.
All
That's
right.
a good
You have a
one.
blessed one.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
All right, bye.
She said she going to home beach. I like that. Hello.
Hey, good evening, good evening. Sorry, had a little mix up with WhatsApp and street calls. Yeah. I see that they are no work here. Sorry, I can't make it on Hope Beach. But I sit down and I listen this man. That man has always been on Francis Pier and talking this nonsense. It wasn't nobody else was saying the treasury pregnant with money. No. It was NDC and the Prime Minister, Mr. Deacon Mitchell, was saying the treasury pregnant with money. So how come he could talk that nonsense now? Where they get the 70-something million to pay pension? Where they get the 1.2 million to pay the doc salary? Where they get it? It's because of the farm administration left the money there, and it's because over the years the management of the economy, how they manage the economy, like how they could have all this amount of money there to save for rainy days. For example, when the pandemic shook, I really thought the country shut down, government would have take out of people's salary. People get the whole salary. Imagine we day home and we get the whole salary.
For a whole year.
You understand? For almost a whole year, you will sit down home and just drawing salary from government. It's because of how they manage it from since 2013. That is the crux of the matter, no car. How they manage the economy in 2013. Come on, let me ask you a question. If us NDC were ruling in that kind of time coming up, and that pandemic shook, what would have happened to Grenada? What would have happened to us? So now you're hearing people say, oh, foolish make money and wise spend. That's nonsense. It's wise make money, foolish spend it. It's because some of us, we don't know what tomorrow going to bring, so we just spending. We see money and we're just spending and we're just spending. We have to be careful. You understand? So we are in serious times, fellas, and we have to pull straight, and all what we have to tell our supporters, let us unite, stay in the base, and let us bring
Beautiful
new people
statement.
in the base. Let us register first-time voters, register them. Those who are eligible to vote, register. Those who leave and go home and vote for NDC, whatever is the reason, what they think that
Bring them back.
let us get it. Let me recruit them. And they have to make a mistake, as I said last week Sunday. The prodigal sons, they have to come home.
Yes.
You understand? Let them arise and come to the senses. And I know they arise and they come to the senses. So let me come them back home. Let me kill the fatty calf. Let me put a robe on them. Let me put a ring on their hand. Put a standards in their feet. And let us welcome and be merry.
Yeah, man.
You understand? Yes. Yeah, so this because you see NNP is a party of love. NNP is a family, nice people. So let me hold them and let me grab them and let me work for country once again and put responsible people back there to serve this country.
Thank you.
All right.
You have a big question here from Miss Anne Harvey, and that question I want us to ask. Based on the Mr. Telesford response to the medication of just $2 million, she asked, does anyone know if this government is honoring our outstanding debt? If you say NNPD owe $2 million, I don't want to pay it, what's out a lot of more?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let me take the call.
Call back.
We lost that one. Right, it's back. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Carl.
Hey.
You didn't make mention about the Speaker of the House early on. I was in the land today collecting nutmeg, and my mind was on him, surrounding the same comments that you made. The Speaker of the House. And also the Honorable Minister that crossed the floor. Now, when you talk about giving heed to the seducing spirits and doctrine of devils, I mean, you didn't say that, but if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Don't try to say.
They're giving heed to the seducing spirit and doctrine of devils. Now, when the minister in his campaign said, I'm calling on Morris Bishop.
Necromancy, yeah?
Right. So why will Delma Thomas seek to hinge on herself to that? Why will your minister, your Speaker of the House, with his great portfolio, why will he want to hitch on to that? Now he come and preach to me tomorrow. Should I give him a damn box in the face?
No.
I won't do that. What I'm trying to say is that he knows. I'll excuse Delma. Delma doesn't know. Okay, Delma doesn't know, but he knows that they've been invoking the dead, and he should not be a part of it. The Speaker of the House must know that he should not be a part of it. I will not excuse him for that. You understand? And he's been in the cocoa board, the nutmeg board, for a number of years. And he's been treating the farmers very unkindly. And he has no regret. And he seemed to relax in himself right now. He has made it with seducing spirits and those doctrine of devils that he will be preaching over. Thank you.
Okay. All the best. 4420175, the numbers to call.
Spirit in the cemetery.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hearing you. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Lawa speak about the money. What are you trying to speak about? You playing crazy or I think we should be. You don't hear what Judas say. Judas say, wise but stupid man make money and wise man spend it.
Yeah, man.
So I don't know why you coming to try to tell us this right now. Tell Span and them, you have people with experience listening to them. And if they don't have nothing to say,
don't call.
And don't call no man.
Don't call.
Only making people shame.
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
Bless it.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
So that person just they play with the line.
Hello.
The gun. The ego we must big up Pablo.
Yeah.
But you know Pablo lost his mom.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and you know things are too right with him. You know he go already.
Yeah, he not too well again.
Yeah, man. So we must shout out Pablo. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We have a call again. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Kenny
Hi.
and Masakal. This guy who called about the $90 million, he just wasting all your time here.
Every time he's doing that with you, with Mr. Pierre, all you must call up again with somebody else when you call, forget he. Because, hey, these guys know that we don't have medication in the hospital. I don't know if the guys don't have money to pay, but the problem is they came in, they make money in the treasury, and they gave tax exemption to the business people. These people was oppressing workers for years. They still can't. You see them guys, these slave drivers, and they like poor people. So the thing about it is, we have a problem in Green Grenada right now. I don't know how we organize this thing, how we going to get rid of this thing. But Mr. Carl, I just want to thank you and KB and Igwe for all your sacrifice. Because I know it's a sacrifice all you're making for the benefit of the Grenadian people. We really, really and truly appreciate it. And I'm praying for you guys every time, because I understand Mr. Carl is a Seventh-day Adventist or was a Seventh-day Adventist. Whether he is or was, I applaud that because I am one too. So, let me brethren. Let me brethren in Christ. And I pray that maybe could be an Adventist soon, and Igwe could be an Adventist soon, so we all could be in one group together. You know something?
Right,
so I thank you guys. I really, really thank you, because this is my supper I'm getting right now.
All right.
This is my supper. I get them every Sunday. I expect my supper from all you. So you want to get it all, you know I'm hungry.
Take your dessert,
God bless
man.
all you guys. God bless all your program. And continue the sacrifice. It's very, very, very needed. It's very, very appropriate right now. We need it. We can't stop right now. We can't sit down, and it's that.
You're quite right.
Bless.
Thank you. Thanks for calling.
Igwe,
The man make a point, you know. Now is the time we NNP can't sit down.
No. But Igwe, imagine the pandemic still going and NDC coming poor. What happened, man?
We
never think about it.
We
like
call
that.
all of the getting Corey.
What happened, man?
You want this still?
No, they will call 4420175. Imagine that, eh?
But I find that some people sending some message from the get together and hope I seem like he popping.
Yeah, everybody messaging me. They say they're on the beach.
That's good.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
KB,
Hi.
I want us to go back to the Royal Reader and think about the dog with the shadow and the bone. We Grenadians, we too greedy. We fall for anything. You see what happened to the dog? The bone in the shadow was so big, he dropped it and make a grab behind the big one. He lost everything. We Grenadians, we don't know what we have. We let it go. According to my old mother, we see cockapoo and we taking it for egg. But by the grace of God, we will fight that battle, and God fighting it for us. We will never give up till the last breath leave us. This race don't belong to us, it belonging to the great Jehovah. Have a blessed evening.
Yeah. Thank you for calling.
We shall overcome someday.
We shall.
Get your sense on the check it out, man.
Yeah, I message you back.
Okay.
You want me to touch it?
NNPites, we need all hands on deck.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
We need unity. We need peace. We need hard workers now. We need people to call on the different radio stations, participate in the program, participate in your pudding division, group work, community work. Register the young ones in the home. Encourage the family to register. Encouraging your NNP supporters to take part in fundraising in the community.
Yeah.
You need to do that. To be a worker, gladiator for the NNP, you must contribute. You must participate. Get up one morning and call Shaggy, no man. If you just say good morning, you say you are strong NNP, you are loyal NNP, and at the end of the year, you must ask yourself what you have done for your party for the year. Whether you buy a ticket to help in fundraising, whether you attend a group meeting, whether you pick up the phone and you contribute. You know, you make noise, you cry out, you air your problem on Shaggy on other radio station. Don't stay dumb. There are many fighters. Those who can't come on the radio and make noise and explain themselves. When there is fundraising in your community, participate. Make your contribution. We need all hands on deck.
We take a break when we come back.
All right.
You tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, ear to ear. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash their lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need call close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So me plea are repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging, go now. We and I did what we. Prophesy to the country. Streams turn into rivers, then into seas. Is why I'm singing. Go now. This is my humble petition. Announce the date for election. Go now, please. Accidental, detrimental, could be lethal. Are you willing to take that chance? Much too seedy, they too greedy, eyes too beady. The honeymoon end before the romance. We expect corruption, but now without check or interruption. That few might stuff their pocket, but not racket by the pocket. From the constant comments, we get no recess. Before things fall apart and the riot starts. Even in chutney, I'll tell them go. Make it sooner than later. To protect the future, please. For the sake of we children and the next generation. Go. To safeguard our image. Before Griffith cause more damage. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on the knees. And I'm begging, go now. They try to stick me with rage me. They have more trick than Houdini. Streams turn into rivers, then into seas. That's why I'm singing. Go now. Please, Mrs. Kamla. Go now. Take Munila and Sharma. Go now. Please.
Yes, Igwe.
Big jam, Igwe, man. Go. Please.
Leave us in peace.
Number to call, folks, 442-0175. WhatsApp and
Watch in the Labor Day celebration in 2022. Comrade Andre Louis the one us, you know. Remember when he talk about the Calabash thing? He kinda, because he warned us about the kind of leadership we go have. So now we're seeing it.
You know, it's the very first time I hear union workers being anti-workers, you know.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
It's so weird, eh?
Yes, take the call.
Yeah.
Call on the WhatsApp. Hello.
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 Hi.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, we're hearing you.
Hi. I missed the program on Friday, and I really want to be a part of. I wanted to be a part of it.
Well, you still could contribute.
I want to know if you can WhatsApp me, like, where I can make my contribution, like if it's Western Union or wherever. You have me on WhatsApp.
You
So
could do
can
it
you
on
please do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will send it.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we could send you a name and so on, so you could make your contribution through that.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
No problem.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
The program Friday still relevant, KB.
Yeah.
We had a Friday. We Brian
Yeah.
he brought out Skeeter Lewis.
Yeah.
You know, he house got gutted by fire.
Oh, too.
So we being a responsible radio station and caring for the people, we decided to have a radio town where we raise some funds for him, and as you see, persons still willing to contribute. And persons could continue to contribute, I agree. You must tell them that.
Yeah.
Persons could continue to contribute. They could link us by WhatsApp, and we'll give them the relevant information as to how they could continue to contribute. You want to call us there?
Not yet.
KB.
Yeah.
Now,
600.
when you hear how disorganized this present administration, now medication, KB, and what is misleading about the leader of government business? He indicated that only 6 medications he don't have. Lying.
No.
Because we have the list of the medications on them. I just want them to challenge. Because we have the list of the medication they don't have. So when you telling people only 6, he lie and say only 6. Lies. And if this government lying in plain sight, KB, in places where they don't have to lie, I could imagine what they're doing behind closed doors anyway. And there are serious indictment on the Prime Minister. Because even if you say anything, you have a bunch of people selling van, taking more, owing people, no paying, owing monetary place, no paying. And they see that the good set of people, so you have to have a record for you to be considered as a good person, because they call themselves the good people. So the good people seems to have thing. Because they just forget everybody has skeletons in their cupboard, KB.
Yeah.
They just come across like them is Jesus Christ's twin brother. And then when you find out about them, it's like you wondering. Yes, KB, the minimum wage. The Minister of Labour keep beating and touting about. And listen, when you're in government, KB, you do things that is needed. You know, everything you do, blame the other one and say they didn't do it. Do it.
Yeah, if it's the correct thing to do it.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yay.
Well, I want to go back to the same leader of government business. It hurts me to know he personally is owing $10 million to an institution and is coming and read a bill to deprive the barbers, the nail technicians, and the hairdressers. And if they catch them illegal, 5 years in prison or $250,000. Which job manual to get them kind of a sentence?
Mawet.
Now you're laughing.
Repeat for me, please.
Repeat for you?
Repeat what you said for me, please.
Barbers, nail technicians, and hairdressers.
Yeah.
If they catch them illegal without a certificate
the license
to operate, the penalty would be 5 years in prison or $250,000. Which job man, which cocaine addict you catch and give them that kind of penalty?
Which one?
Are you satisfied?
You are satisfied.
Yeah.
I hear it
Fully
loud.
satisfied.
I hear it loud and clear.
Well, I want to be clear in anything I do and say. And another one. This the Speaker of the House, tell him to read the Constitution, understand the Constitution, or else he would have to live in Bolo Lane. Bolo Lane means be on the lookout. You understand that one?
You understand?
All right,
You calling from Karaku?
Absolutely, Kennedy.
What party
That's why
Karaku?
you're asking me to read picture. That's why you're asking me
What
to
part
read
of
it.
Carrick you calling from?
Trying to catch your
The
voice.
same place, man.
The same place.
Right. Okay, take care,
The
Salvi.
thing is so Jack, I just go in lobby. They're
Alright.
going to boat, you know.
Okay. I hear you, Mr. Carrick. All the best.
All right, have a good afternoon.
Blessed.
Good.
But man, when they making?
Boy, watch. That's a hard statement if I not make deal.
Yeah, down heavy. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, Brother Kim.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Hey. What's up, Kim? Yeah, we keep talking about the speaker. But regardless as to what we say, the speaker have to sing the song that the Prime Minister and the rest of the bullies ask him to sing.
He had to be a referee. He had to be the referee.
He will never be a referee with the guy. He will never be a referee. He's supposed to be a referee. But he have to sing the song that the Prime Minister and the rest of the bullies ask him to sing.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do what you want. He will never change his way. And another thing, Brother Kiwi, if the Prime Minister and the rest of the bully lying to us in Grenada like that, boldly, I wonder when those guys and them go out, what they be telling people on our behalf. Because the question is, if they're lying to us in we face like that, Brother KB, what do you expect them to do on the outside? It's going to be worse. So these guys and them just cannot be trusted. And Brother Carl, to be honest, I mean, we might be taking it as a joke, but it's not really a joke, Grenadians are already getting frustrated, We're not saying the NMP had it all made.
Yeah.
But the frustration...
The temperature was not that high.
It was not like that. You could have walked in the ministry and everybody relaxed. Now you walk in the ministry and everybody tense, everybody afraid to speak. Civil servants can't go and civil are going and line in a meeting anymore, Even some of the supporters of our party who walking, they can't go and pass by our meeting anymore, because they feel threatened. So why we have to be going through this thing, brother? Why we vote ourselves into this mess? Why?
Make sure. Let's make sure it's only 4 years again.
Yeah, but that's a long time, brother. That's a long time, brother.
But that's the maximum. Make sure that suffering don't go beyond 4 years.
But 4 years is a long time, brother KB. And let me tell you something. These guys are trying their best for another 5 years to get a pension. And let's say by the stroke of the imagination, these guys are have to come out. We dead, We dead like a, because they wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. Right now, they're doing so much as stupidness. They will put, and I keep saying it and I say it again. This bunch of bullies, they will put Grenada at his knees and we will not be able to come out of it. Grenada is a poor and needy little country. When so much of wars and things going all over the world and they decide, look, we are behaving in Grenada to hell with all your down there. They decide we are taking a little cocoa with 2 little nutmeg. India fighting us with nutmeg now, right now. So they don't already need nutmeg. But why these guys are them doing this to us? And you have our sister join up with them.
How we go stop them? How we will stop them?
I don't understand. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. So, Mr. Prime Minister, and the rest of your bullies, have a heart. Have a heart. We need better than that in Grenada. We better than that in Grenada. And stop lying to us like that. You before the election, you lie to us. You coming off, you still continue to lie. Maybe the only person that might be able to help you on the bully, sir, you respect you, sir, is your prayer warriors. I realize you always boast about your prayer warriors. You boast about you're thanking them for what they did to you. I don't know what they did to you. I don't know what they did to you all. But I could remember seeing what happened down in Monroe. That night I got frightened. So maybe the prayer warriors might be able to say a prayer on your behalf. I thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
brother.
Make your contribution. 4420175. And NNPIs, you're asking what to be done. What to be done is participating, engaging, contributing
Call
to your
line.
party.
Call, going functions.
Contribute to the development of your party. Participate in fundraising. Register the young one in the home. And encourage your neighbors, your friends to take part in radio calling program. Express your views. It's tough out there. You can't pay your bills. Say so.
Yeah, let's take it. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I want to pledge towards my brother.
You want to?
Yeah, as soon as you let me see the amount, then the pledge will come. Right now, I just want to. I ain't saying nothing. Yes, I'm pledging $500 towards
Well, you want you go in the
You'll go to the bank and deposit it?
Yeah, I'll go to the bank and deposit.
you have the number?
You have the info?
But you have to be saying it, you ain't saying it.
Igwe.
Deposit, right?
Now, my good friend, man, Mr. Pierre.
Yeah, that's a for up here, man.
The big Tafa up here that we talking about,
That's the man there?
Yeah, that
That's
big
the man?
Tafa. That big Taf.
That's the man, man.
I trying to look out for my brother, my fellow officer, man.
Yeah, good
Don't
vibe.
worry, man.
Good vibe.
Thank you, right? So
Okay,
thanks
good.
a lot. You send information on the radio.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you. Thank you.
Calling out to get him, right?
You see saying it on the radio, man.
All right, so what's the account number again?
The account number is 3500816.
350-816.
No, 5 zeros, like
500.
3 0 0 0 0
816.
816.
Yeah, you could you like to run on this thing?
Yeah, I'll put up on the screen.
Thanks for your contribution, Big Taf.
Hello?
Hello, John.
How you doing, Chief?
How are you?
Good.
The Adventists don't know strict warning again for their members. The Adventist church.
You live in Ride. Sorry, go in the church and say something.
A matter of fact, I know the Adventists before, I don't know for now. When you're in politics, you have no post in the church.
No, you ought to give it up.
Right. But this man in politics and he going for pastor just now.
How you know that? He didn't
Well,
college.
how I know that? 3 of them fighting for the pastor in the church. Right now. You understand? 3 of them. And every Saturday they are on the altar preaching. And the man in politics? Nah, man, something wrong, man.
Well, I thought he gave up the
Nah, man.
position.
Something wrong. You understand? Something wrong.
Maybe Speaker of the House is not directly involved in politics because he's supposed to be the referee in the House.
He's maybe, he want to go, so he just doing all kind of...
You see, the one who pays the piper called the tuning.
You understand?
Simple case.
So I
Who appointing speaker, not himself? Who wrestle him from the crowd to be speaker, not himself? So maybe he just had to do the biddings of who put him there.
So I find this country going upside down. Serious. Thank you.
Alright, bro.
Break the rules of the church.
Hello?
Hey, just give me a minute. Let me load on this. Yeah, concerning the Speaker of the House. He get a job. If you get a job, and the job not running like government minister, like you're a politician and all these things, I think it is okay based on the church manual. You get a job, but then if you have post in the church, and you go and you in frontline politics, then you have to drop your post in the church. You have to drop your post. Yeah, because the church don't take part in these things. That is what I know about it so far. The church, in fact, I mean, sometimes we violate that principle, and Carl, you should know that as well. The author of our church, Ellen White, wrote that let no one know who know who you're voting for. You your vote supposed to be personal between you and you alone, because it could never disturb the evangelistic work in your area.
That is why I say they're making the gospel hard to preach. You heard me said so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, if you get a job like the Speaker of the House, I don't think that is have any like big politics. You get a job as a Speaker of the House. I don't think that should have anything to do with the church belief.
Integrity is not a weekend thing.
Yeah.
Integrity is not a sometime thing. If you're somebody of strength and you're showing integrity,
yeah,
you could be of that. Daniel and them was the ruler.
Yes.
And he didn't compromise the integrity.
No. But
So-
if he compromising, that's a different case.
That
So
is what
all
I'm
what he
saying.
has
Let me ask you this. Let me be straight. The performance of this speaker. You don't laugh.
That is why I was telling you. I
Not
want to wait
if.
until the next
Not
speaker.
if.
I want to wait until the next parliament to really see what he's going to do.
He taking side.
You understand? So I really want to see them, because I admire him when he buck up on her the first time. I admire that. You understand? When he buck up on her, and then when she blatantly get up and lie and say it's not big dogs. He heard wrong. It's not big dogs, I say, it's big boys. And the woman knows she wrong. All what the man had us to do is to is to review what she said on the record divisor in the House of Parliament, and then replay it. In she hear it, let she hear what she said, and that way he had us to be on a level ground. But he did not do that. But I'm waiting and see, because where a lot of people is speaking about it, I want to hear what he's going to do in the next parliament sitting. If he wouldn't make her publicly apologize and tell her that what she said, it was wrong. But the man say he's sorry. The man, on the behalf of the woman, the man say he's sorry. The man say, "Oh, I'm sorry." You know. And one then if he really is sorry because she said, or he's sorry because he can tell himself he must have heard wrong. But then you must go back and review it, listen to it, and when you see that they all about on social media, they write about now. They can't hide it. It's already out. I want to see next parliament sitting. Alright?
Okay.
Have a great
Take care,
day.
Bless. Independent talk. Well, people give their views, and you can't get away with things like that again. Social media on you. 442-0175, number to call.
Master Carl,
Amen.
I want you to take a good look at religion. I believe the most deceptive thing in the world right now is religion. Religion has been sold out.
No, I agree. I agree with you on religion.
Hold on, and don't cut me out, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of deception from the Adventist church to go right across the border. Religion has been sold out. And the things that God say we shouldn't do, the Seventh-day Adventist church and all the churches accepting it as good. So who is boss? God or us? So when we're talking about religion, I have a lot of I don't even know how to call it, because I'm disappointed in them, because I thought religion was made to warn our people of a coming doom, to accept Jesus Christ as a personal savior because he's coming again so that they can be saved. But it seems as though money has played a part. Money has, they buy them. They were sold. All them leaders, they were sold. And I indicate no apology. Thank you.
Listen this. And call out, give me 1 Timothy 3.
1 to 5. Which one?
1 Timothy 3. 1, and I read, this is a true saying, if a man desire the office of a bishop Well, we talk about Bishop L, all this kind of thing. The same thing
Yeah.
we speaking about that man, you know.
Yes.
He must be blameless.
That's
He was born of one wife.
One wife. That's
Vigilant, sober,
Sober, yes.
of good behavior,
Of course,
given to
of course.
hospitality, apt to
man.
teach,
Yes.
Yes.
not to give to wine, nor straker, nor greedy or filthy, but be patient, not a brawler, not covetous, not one that will let in. I don't know what the book say.
So this man should.
So that is what the book say. I didn't write none of this thing.
And he should step down.
So then I don't know. Is he?
He should step down.
I am not no judge. I am not George Carl. I could only say what the word say.
I hear you.
The word lay all the preambles if a man desire to be that, what he's supposed to be, not me.
Exactly. That's the qualification.
Because I'm the chief of sinners. I can't judge nobody.
I'm second.
But I could point out what the word say. And the word have certain standard. So it's a matter for him.
Is he?
Thank you for your admonition.
Right. I tell him about Eli already, you know. Eli sit down and let his son do stupidness. His son and them. And the fire come down, Eli get born too. He couldn't say he didn't know.
Mr. Keto, is you, your conscience, and God.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, the Bible says you could only pray for those who in authority, those who obey you. And a lot of ministers leaving the pastorhood and getting into politics and things, not saying anything against it, but at the end of the day, I know the Bible says they pray for those who in authority.
Oh. KB?
Right, yeah.
Sad news, eh?
Accident?
No, by Jeb there, you know.
What happened to police born?
A homicide, somebody get killed there, you know.
Oh, shucks.
My relative and them, eh?
They fight?
I don't know what happened. Somebody dead there. Somebody get killed, maybe stabbed in the head or something. I don't want to break news and he have a homicide.
Anniversary.
Right by Jeb Day.
Yeah, okay.
I know the people I am name, but I don't want to call the name on the radio. That's not good too.
Shit.
As much as I will say is my relatives. It could be both sides of the thing.
Either side.
Two of them.
Yeah.
We come out on the same tree, different branch, but the same tree. As a matter of fact, while she was here, somebody indicated to me about that. And persons might find I was on my phone. Yeah. But I was just trying to get information to the police.
Verify.
No, I was trying to get the police to go on the scene. Actually, when I get to the police, they tell me they left for the scene because somebody messaged me and report. So I was trying to be on the radio here and multitask and try to get the police to go to the scene. And the information back here now. That one gone. Sad. Sad. Anyways, can't give up, so we have to pass by that people because that is the same area as BK.
Yeah.
Right there, you know. You wouldn't believe how close to where it was be there.
Yeah.
And one of the air, when I tell you who, you go shocked. Yeah. One of those days. Life. Yeah, you give me any call again?
Not yet. 20175. Call, ventilate. It's so nice when you could stay out of trouble. And you don't seek, you don't have no court case.
So that I was on the phone a little bit trying to still put some form of get the information out. So that I've been multitasking a bit today, KB.
Yeah, that's sad. That's very sad.
Wow. So I must pass in that area, boy.
Yeah. 20175. Call, ventilate, contribute. We have at least half an hour more.
Knowing the two persons. Yeah.
We have a call.
Hello, take it.
Hello.
Hello, yeah. Could you read back the thing that you all was saying about the what Andy and the government and thing was talking about this money that was lost and whatever it is.
Are you on WhatsApp?
No. Because
Okay.
you all was kind of reading it out, the exact, the words that you were saying about confirmation. So I was kind of impressed because I think that word is very important because you're hearing all different stories. So if you have the document, which I have no doubt because you do have the document, and you was reading out exactly why and exactly everything that happened. You read it out early, I think, when you
Yeah. Now, what really happened? You see, I go tell you this. Whenever I come here on the radio, I don't come here for likes or hype. I come here to deal with the issue now. What had happened? A lot of blame was going around.
Yeah, that is why. That is why I want you to read it.
What happened?
Yeah.
But whilst the blame was going around on the 20-something of November last year, the British would have right and say, because you know around that time our 3 or 4 prime ministers changed quick, and then you had the wall thing and budgetary so on. So that was the contributing factors to what happened.
Yeah.
Added to the fact that we was in the pandemic here.
Yeah.
So I don't find it was fair to put the blame at anybody doorstep in reality.
Yeah.
And we should be glad that at least some issues happen and we get back some of what was promised. Because we need the water in the south also.
Yeah.
Also we need the road on the west. But to say this one lose it and we get it back, government don't operate like that.
Yeah. Because hold on, because that is what I was saying when I heard you actually read the words confirmation.
Yeah, because the UK
that means the thing was never lost.
The UK government in its earlier letter dated 16 November 2022 advised that it was unable to confirm the thing of the capital phase of the St. George's water project and the Western Corridor.
Yeah, hold on. So I'm saying I have no doubt what you're saying.
Now I'll read it over in a bit.
Right, so that's what I'm saying because I am impressed and I am satisfied that what you always say is correct because you read it over the thing. So because all these people saying all different things and the operative word there is confirmed, so which means all these things that going around was not true. So
for it to have reconfirmation, he had to have a confirmation before.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, right? So read it over again so I could listen carefully.
Yes, we
right?
will do that. All right.
But I'm not saying you lie.
No, I'm too big to lie on the radio.
Right. So people must know the facts because all kind of thing you're hearing. So that is why I just called to say, please read it over again so that I could hear. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
You too. The government of Grenada is pleased to confirm that the United Kingdom, through its Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, and the Caribbean Central Bank, letter dated May 16, 2023, has reconfirmed grant financing of the £16 million under the United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund, UK CIF, facilities for the implementation of the capital phase of the Southern Southern St. George's Water Supply Extension Project. To reconfirm, he had to have some confirmation. So to come and tell the people about who lose it is lie. And simply you don't have to lie on matters like that, Because in negotiating, and it's the same thing you're saying, you have give and take. And the persons or the donor countries are depending on taxpayers. Just how they give in one set of people all GDP taxpayers money down here. If the other country do that, we don't get in grant from them. You understand, KB? So we have to be careful in how we go about. And you don't want to become a government where people don't want to deal with you or afraid. Because even Andy Williams, after he came from Barbados, talking about the procurement, how them people are them procurement. But when you're dealing with them people and them, they have standard operating procedures. Yeah. They have things you have to do. It's not no willy-nilly fly-by-night thing here and then you don't bother with people. Because if you don't bother with what you wouldn't get. Igwe, you have any call?
Got it.
Igwe, the messages I'm flooding with me on that situation in River Saliva. We have to deal with it.
The call is yours.
Eh?
I said the call is yours.
No, we going through, man. What else do? We ready like Freddy, not like Eddie.
Like Freddy?
Yeah, man, we ready like Freddy, not like Eddie. So when you become government, you become accountable, Igwe. If things don't happen, you cannot be heard saying somebody else. It's you. You came to the nation. You took an oath before God and man to treat with the nation. So if you feel you're not up to performance, you're not up to par, as the song we play earlier, and just go now. Go. We begging you, please, just go. If you intend every time you do something, you go make mistake. Go now. Go, please.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mr. Carl. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Great. You see, some of the people, when they came into the government, they take, I believe, the ruling of a nation is like a everyday life. It is not like that. Yeah, it is not like that. There is a lot of accountability and transparency, and you know how the unanimous decisions makers have to be very careful how people are doing it. It is just not just a ordinary business. A nation to be governed, and you have to be very careful about some of these people. They have no experience of what they're about and who they're about. They have nothing, no complete experience about what this life is going to be in politics. That's why they jump in branches from branches and saying and doing all kind of negative stuff. Yeah, so you have to be very careful. Even the things which have happened in the parliament the other day, it is just crazy. I mean, that is, what everybody hear what you said, and then you come with a different thing. No, everybody clearly hear what you said, and this has to stop, because what happened? You have the young ones listening, and you have to set examples. Yeah, and if you're not, as a father in the house, don't step in and discipline your children, you're gonna have serious consequence. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is crazy. We have a nation. We have to, even this. Sometimes you have to put the colors of the different parties aside. If you want to leave a legacy behind, you have to leave it with a good example. Yeah, with complete disciplinary measures and everything in place, or else you have a disaster coming behind your back. So either you want to live good or you want to live bad. You have to make a decision. Have a blessed day.
You too.
All right, man.
Go.
Go now. Please. We don't want we knees. Give me a touch on it again.
You tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, ear to ear. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash the lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need come close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So maybe I repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging food. Now we and
You like that one, Igwe?
That one bad, I go save that one.
Yeah, man.
That's a good one to keep.
Yeah, Igwe, as the song say, they're doing all that, and they bring in legislation like the to cause people not to talk. But in a corrupt society, information will continue to leak. Yes, let me take it. Hello?
Afternoon again, gentlemen.
Here you go.
I spoke to two women yesterday.
Uh-huh.
One from the northern parish, right up St. Patrick's. That one pointed out to me the hardship that people are experiencing in that part of the country. I mean, not that only that you all are emphasizing, it is being spoken by the people on the ground who are feeling it, or who are feeling it. People living in the St. George area, St. George's Parish, hardly know what's going on in this country. They don't feel it. Because that's where the money is circulating. People leave the rural areas and come and live in St. George's. They pay their rent, they have a job. The jobs are mainly secured to quite an extent. The job, they pay their rent. The landlords, things are fine with them. They can pay the bank, they can do this, they can do that. In the country area, actually, the two people I spoke to complained about certain things. Later on, I spoke to another lady who, in talking to her, pointed to her as living in the country is so different from living, I say, in the rural areas, in St. Patrick's area, and that other one was from St. Patrick's too, Montrose to be exact. She pointed to me that her brother usually pointed that to her. She didn't know the city. She works in the ministry. You know what I mean? She pays her rent, everything is fine. But if she had to go and live in Montrose, the experience from Montrose would be a lot different from living in St. George's where she just walks to go to work.
Yeah.
She'd have to pay a bus and all she money come to her. So she's seen a bright future. She's seen a bright present at the same time too. The other lady I spoke to, we were talking mainly about the attitude that is being shown in this country towards elderly people.
Mm-hmm.
And she noticed the characteristics of the very prime minister we have now, the coldness in that man's heart. And you know where she see it from? His eyes. And she's willing, prepared to have a conversation with that man. She's afraid of what is going on in this country and what the circumstances that are being developed and the basis that are on which it is being developed, what would happen to this country. She's afraid. And she's not a party person. She's not there, to say, well, she's against him or so, and she's for him and that kind of thing. She's seeing things objectively. And she's seeing a whole lot of danger in this country based on how the government is operating and the system and society they are creating. Take care. And watch me. You know something she pointed out to me? He's trying to imitate Bishop, and he don't understand what she's talking about. Given what happened during Revolution, and what the Revolution was about, and what Bishop was about. And she pitied the guy. He don't understand what he's talking about. Trying to be like Bishop and trying to imitate Bishop. The invocation of the spirit of Bishop, ladies and gentlemen. Take note of what that means for this country. Take care, gentlemen.
All right. Thanks for contributing.
Go
na. Yes, Igwe, I kinda
disturb a little bit.
Yeah, because if you something else bad still happened in the whole situation there again. Bear with me to the people. You kinda emotional. Give me a piece in the tune again, let me get at myself. Give me a piece in the tune, let me get at myself.
Tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes, yeah. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over, they unleash their lawyer. Set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So maybe I'm repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas. experimental could be lethal. Are you willing to take that chance? Much too seedy, they too greedy, eyes too beady. Honeymoon end before the romance. We expect corruption, but now without check or interruption. That a few might stuff their pocket, but not racket by the pocket. From the constant comments, we get no recess. Before things fall apart and the riot starts. Even in chutney, I'll tell them go. Make it sooner than later. To protect the future, please. For the sake of we children and the next generation. Go. To safeguard our image. Before Griffith cause more damage. Like a dog with fleas, I don't want it knees. And I'm begging, go now. They try to stick me with rage me. They have more trick than Houdini. Streams turn into rivers, then into seas. That's why I'm singing. Go now. Please, Mrs. Kamla. Go now. Take Munila and Sharma. Go now. Please.
Yes, Igwe.
Yes, we are call.
No, we don't. Final 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Listeners, this evening is a kind of emotional one, because of the news we spoke about, the homicide in River Sally and the developing situation. Kind of take me, like I say, all persons included in that situation we come out on the same tree. So I'm kind of thrown off a bit, so we're gonna leave you now, because we also wanted to go to Hope too, so we're gonna leave now, and I'll try to get myself together. So see you next Sunday as we continue to speak the truth.
All right, folks, take care. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
You asking me what is wrong?